Hello, Internet. This is Death to Harold. My name is David. Harold, of course, being the fat lump of crap hanging around my midsection. And this is my week 5 post-duodenal switch update. And once again, Harold is a dick. First of all, let's just get into the stats since they're really easy. This week, week 5, I weighed in at 266.3, which is a gain of 0.8 pounds for the week. And that puts my total since surgery at a loss of 36.7 pounds. Now, if you remember, the last time I gained weight is because I spent most of that week in the hospital. This week is more of the same. I was back in the hospital for my 3rd surgery. So for those of you keeping score, that's 5 weeks, 4 hospitals, 3 surgeries, 2 ambulance rides, and 1 case of septic shock. This week's hospital reason was caught early enough. It was another abscess like the first time, but now that I was recognizing the signs of getting sick rather than thinking that they were the signs of just recovery from weight loss surgery, I went straight to the... Actually, I would have gone straight to the hospital, but I actually had a follow-up visit with my surgeon from the previous surgery. And as I was sitting there, it was obvious that I was not feeling well. They sent me to the hospital, did another CAT scan, CT scan, found a second abscess, which wasn't there before, and it was in a slightly different place. So now I have 2 drains hanging off of me. The first drain from the first abscess in the first surgery is now actually kind of dried up. Part of all this was changing the antibiotics I was on. So I went from 1 antibiotic to 2 different antibiotics that are really strong and are making me sick. So I'm on those 2 antibiotics, and the bathroom time has not been pleasant. I'm also taking probiotics to try to fix that, since the antibiotics are just wiping out everything in sight. But I think because of those antibiotics, that first abscess, that first drain from the first surgery is good. So when I went back in this week, stayed at the hospital a few nights, they gave me a second drain. That one is still draining from the second abscess site. The hopes is that I can stay healthy long enough on these new antibiotics and with these new drains that my body will tell Harold to F off, and we'll be good to go. I think I've come to the realization this week that I don't know what a normal recovery from weight loss surgery is like. Obviously with complications, that makes things difficult. Those first few weeks of my first videos, I was trying to put a good face on things, just thinking that was I felt the normal way weight loss surgery patients feel afterward. And now I realize that's not the case. I feel like crap all the time. But I am up to soft foods, trying different things, but no matter what I eat, it stays down. I haven't thrown up. Nothing I've eaten, has really made me sick, nauseous or anything like that. But I don't feel good afterward. I used to go to food to feel good. I used to go to food when I was stressed or when I was worried or when I just wasn't feeling good, and food would make me feel better. Now, no matter what I eat, it makes me feel like crap. I don't know, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it'll help me train my brain to go elsewhere when I need something. God, I say a lot. But it's and I would be happy with not even just that, I ate a lot, I'm full, it was great, went to some restaurant and rolled out of there and you just feel, okay, that was good. I don't even, and then there's other times when you eat and it's just, that's what I needed. Perfect amount, whatever, healthy, whatever made you feel good. I get none of that, none of the extreme and none of the just, okay, I ate a good meal and now I'm, ready to go. Everything just feels like crap. And what tastes good one day will taste like crap the next day. One day my toothpaste makes me want to throw up in the sink and the next day it's fine. And I know people's taste buds change, but I didn't think they changed day to day. Apparently mine do. But that's my update. I'm missing a crap ton of work. I'm racking up the bills. But, and so I'm home again this week just because I can't be 10 feet away from the bathroom, for more than 15 minutes at a time. TMI maybe. People have asked me, the few people that know, whether I regret it or not, and to be honest, there are times I do. I regret this decision. I regret putting myself at a point where I've felt awful for going on 6 weeks now. I'm recording this video several days late. I'm almost to my 6-week mark. And yes, I've lost some weight, but even those small victories, so, some non-scale victories, I weigh less now than my wife has ever known me. We've been married almost 5 years, and I was always a big fat guy, and I have now passed the lowest weight she's ever seen me. Not by much. I mean, at one point in our marriage, I got down to about 271 pounds, and now I'm at 266. So that's still, small victory there. I weigh less than my wife has ever seen me. I weigh less than I can ever remember. I mean, of course, back in high school, I was, as a sophomore, I was 180. As a senior, I had put on weight. So I left high school weighing more than that. But I only remember the 180 because that was the weight that ended up on my very first driver's license. But since then, as I was getting fatter and fatter, I wasn't weighing myself, obviously. I wasn't paying attention. So I can't remember the last time I weighed in the 260s, which is pretty cool, right? My diabetes numbers are perfect without medication. So there's another non-scale victory. But I can't quite get myself to enjoy those while I have drains hanging off of me. And while I know I'm not out of the woods with these complications and these abscesses and what's possibly a leak, most likely is a leak, although we can't find it because it's probably microscopic, minuscule. That's redundant for you. I just can't bring myself to celebrate all the successes that are coming along with where I'm at because I know I'm not out of the woods. And until I'm out of the woods, then I won't be able to relax and I won't be able to say, hey, look at how far I've come. I know I'll get there, and at that point I'm sure I'll have no regrets. But there have been times these past few weeks where, in small moments, I curse whatever there is to be cursed because I feel like crap, and I've been in the hospital so many times, and if these drains don't work and if these antibiotics don't work, then we move on to the next step where it's even more severe and I get a feeding tube and all of that good stuff, which I know other people have done, other people are doing, and they're all pulling through, and they're great examples of perseverance. But anyway, that's my update. I've been rambling for this last few minutes, so sorry about that. Check back. I usually try to record on Saturday, although that rarely ever happens, as you probably noticed. But I'll let you know how it's going on my week 6 update. See you later.